Creating an extension for Kickstart is a great way to share your code with the world, but also put it into a common sort of framework and a common language that multiple websites of many different designs and differently arranged components can use. So we're going to start by actually showing you how to clone the Kickstart project so you can create a kind of testing center for all the extensions, that is, components and themes that you're going to create. So start with this video to learn how to get this all set up, and then you can go on to creating a theme or a component, and that'll show you how to actually use what we've set up here to create your theme or component. So starting at the top, there's a little bit of information about how all the extensions in Kickstart are Git submodules. And it's very helpful to read the Git documentation on this. Submodules are pretty cool. So we're going to create a project to contain our extensions. To do this, we're going to copy the Kickstart repository. Now to do that, let's give this a nice name that we can identify it as. We're going to git clone the Kickstart repository into a folder called My Kickstart Extensions. And after that, we'll cd into that as well. My Kickstart Extensions. Great, so that's going to clone. Now, after that's done going, and it's going to take a little while, let's go over to the docs. Where did I put those? After that is done cloning, we're going to run this series of commands in that directory we just created. So what it's going to do, quite simply, is just set up all the dependencies that Kickstart needs to run. Now that that's complete, let's go ahead and run that command. This is going to install gulp, which is our task runner, and all the other dependencies. This also is going to take a little bit of time. Now, if this sounds very time-consuming, just remember that all we're doing here is creating the project that we're going to use to create any number of extensions, components, and themes that we want to create for Kickstart. So you actually only have to do this once on your computer, and then you're set. Now that that's all finished, we should have our project ready to go. So let's test that by running gulp. What this is going to do is it's going to compile everything in Sass, Jade, Coffee, and all our pre-compiled assets. When it's done with that, it's going to launch a server. And if you see this page, that means you're set up. You can now continue on to the other videos that will show you how to make a component or a theme.